So if, like me, you're interested in hacking your brainwave patterns and affecting your experience intentionally, keep watching. Because this morning I noticed the intersection between three data points that you might find interesting. By the way, I'm Michael Ravenwood, and my passion is helping people realize their wildest dreams. So this morning I was listening to Dr. Joe Dispenza's interview on Diary of a CEO. And he said something about his research on brainwave patterns that reminded me of two other things that I had watched. He basically said that when you focus your mind on nothing, you actually get a remarkable result. So the context is when he was talking about how if we focus on something really specific and we're kind of getting all in our head about it, we're narrowing our focus. We're concentrating sort of overly on a certain thing. And how they use a technique to get people out of their heads by getting them to focus just on space or something more diffuse. And what this does is instead of concentrating your brainwave activity in a certain specific part of your brain, it actually helps distribute the activity and get your brain more connected across your neural synapses. But the bottom line is that you can definitely reduce your stress and change your brainwave patterns by taking your focus from very specific things that you might be overthinking to a more diffuse kind of focus on just space or your environment itself. And what this reminded me of is an interview I saw with Sadhguru, in which he was talking about how you can use all kinds of different focuses for meditation which are effective, including listening to dripping water. He was saying that it wasn't specifically about dripping water. It was just about something that's irrelevant to you. And he began to discuss how focusing on things that are not specific actually helps you expand your awareness and your consciousness and become more aware of the universe as a whole. At the time it didn't connect, but now after listening to Joe Dispenza and what he said, it reminded me of a previous video I had watched about transcendental meditation. The guy describing the technique said that it doesn't really matter what sound it is that you're focusing on as long as it's meaningless to you. That rang true for me because my Uncle Stephen long ago taught me about transcendental meditation, and he said that he actually did an experiment with a friend where, even though they're sort of forbidden to share mantras, his friend shared his with him, and he tried it, and he got the same results as he got with his own mantra. So apparently, our ability to shift our consciousness and diffuse our awareness by focusing on something relatively meaningless, which can also be considered something more diffuse or less specific, changes the way that our brain is firing and can reduce stress and give you a different and more profound sense of your experience. So if you find you're overthinking things at some point and kind of stressing out, try taking a moment and just thinking about the experience of the room that you're in. Experience the space, experience your body, and diffuse your awareness over a greater area. And see how that works out for you. Sadhguru even said that it is when you take your mind and release specific intentional things and just focus on the experience you're having that the universe opens up to you. I found this intersection between the three data points of transcendental meditation, Sadhguru, and Dr. Joe Dispenza rather interesting, and I hope you have too. So if you enjoyed this video or anything in it, check the follow button, and I'll see you in the next video.